Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another Then and Now reading. This one's episode is called For Coworkers. We're going to see what they thought about you then and what they're thinking about you now, alright? So let's get right into it. 4 piles here today. No objects, just cut down below to check the timestamps. See you there. Hi, pile 1. This is going to be your reading here for how did they see you then, how do they see you now for your coworkers, alright? So let's get into it, right? Pile 1. How did Pile 1's coworkers see them then and now? Right? Pile 1. Okay, Pile 1, you may be a fire sign here, Aries or Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Scorpio's not fire, but I see the tower there. You are someone very exciting, okay? There's been a lot of drama between you and your coworkers in the past. However, your coworkers seen you as someone before you even got to the workplace, people saw you as very successful, you get attention. Maybe they do feel that you are very active, in the sexual marketplace. Like, they found you very attractive. They feel like you have a lot to say, you have a lot to show. You have some nice clothes, I feel like, as well. Give me a sec. And seeing that you got a lot of attention in the workplace because of your good looks and you have a very charming attitude, I feel like people knew that you don't like confrontation too much. I mean, like, you were more of an introverted person, but I feel like when the spotlight was on you, you were very well spoken, right? It's not like you're shy, it's just that you're reserved, you're to yourself. Most of your world is on the inside. People can tell, like, you have an intelligent air to you. So this sparked a lot of jealousy, amongst your coworkers and everything. Maybe you had a lot of back and forths with people who don't know themselves in the sense that maybe they're overthinking something they're insecure about, but they'll accuse you of doing it. They'll be like, let's say they like your shoes, right? Let me give you an example. They like your shoes, or they like your shirt. And they like it so much, but it pisses them off that you have it. So they say, oh, you think your shirt is so nice? Deep inside, they like your shirt, right? But they don't like that you like yourself, right? And you don't even give a shit about your shirt. But it's like your confidence and self-security intimidates them. It intimidated them. They have a lot to say. Maybe there were these kind of people, right? There was like a certain group that made it their niche to hate on you, right? And maybe you never caught them. I mean, you caught them, probably you sense their energy, you know it's them, right? But let's say you were never invited to the conversation, right? And you just know. If there's some propaganda going against you in the workplace, somehow you know it's them. It's because of them, right? But you never caught them red-handed. Just putting it out there. Let's say you never caught them red-handed, right? And somehow you intuitively know, but you're someone you have a very high connection to God, right? So you protect yourself with thinking to yourself, and you pray, like, internally, like, these motherfuckers, they can't get me, right? They're not gonna get me. Like, you're secure in yourself, and you stood alone, and you weren't afraid to stand alone. And that's why you got a lot of positive attention from the opposite sex, or, your superiors as well. Like, they seem to notice you more than your colleagues, right? And the story here I'm seeing is that sometimes they would get you down. Sometimes, or maybe you heard a rumor about you and it got you down, or someone made comments, or being excluded from some seniors that were working there, or someone else. Whatever it is, people saw you still as someone with a lot of good ideas, a lot of energy. You like to go for what you want. You weren't tied down to people's opinion. You had your own opinion, you had your own ways, you had your own methods of cheering yourself up, of calming yourself down. You never needed people to be on your side. And you're someone very self-reliant, right? Your coworkers saw you as someone that could beat them in an argument, so they never wanted to get into an argument with you. They saw you as somebody who would shut them down. Maybe you've won multiple arguments with these assholes, these people. I feel like a lot of people try to throw rocks at you in metaphoric terms. Maybe in some terms, maybe people really did get violent with you here. But I'm seeing that you took it in good spirit. You didn't really hold a grudge against them or something. But these people seem to have a grudge on you since the beginning. Before you even opened your mouth, they had a grudge against you. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, these are some weaklings. Like, they have no sense of self, and they have no self-respect. Because people with self-respect better themselves. Even when they're intimidated, they will better themselves. They won't take it against you. Someone of true strength puts the attention back on themselves. That, oh, it's me feeling this way. But these kind of bots, they just... I don't like your shirt anyway. Like, that's what they'll say, like, at the end. After you beat them, like, no, it's because you took the food out of the fridge. You took her soda out of the fridge. Why'd you do that? Right? And then they'll be like, I don't like your shirt. You know what I'm trying to say? It's that kind of a reading here. These are some people that, in their narrative, they're always blameless. And you're just doing the right thing, they point at you. But there is a list of 99 good things about you. They're not talking about that. Okay, so let's see what they think of you now. Right? These people had a bone to pick with you for no fucking reason. They're just bored. They don't want to get better. So they got bitter. Okay. Pile 1. What do they think of you now? Coworkers. Pile 1. The Sun, the Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Wands. Before it was Knight of Wands, they're the King of Wands. They've seen a definite increase in your status. The Sun, they feel like you're happy right now. People, those same groups of people, I'm saying there was 3 different people. It could be water, fire sign. Those group of people, before it was 5, now it's maybe 3. So some of them friends fell off, whatever. Or there are 3 of those coworkers left at that place. I feel like those people are still spreading rumors about you or whatever, but most of your coworkers here see that you've moved on. You've moved on from that job, or you've moved on from that mind state. You are still someone that will chop their ass up. You're still someone who's very well-spoken, articulate. You can crush them in an argument if you so choose. But you're still the same reserved person. They know that you're still on that spiritual path. They know that you didn't slacken your energy. And they know that they're stalking you. Your coworkers are stalking you. They're getting information on you. They're not talking to you about it. They're just watching and they're looking and they're talking to your friends, but they're not talking to you. Like, you know what I mean? They're very intimidated still. Before they used to see you as Knight of Wands, maybe they look down on you because you're a little younger or something. And now King of Wands. Now they're like, okay, well, he has a nice car now. Fuck him. You know, I didn't like his shirt, but that car is nice. Like, now they have to say, right? Oh, your car is nice. Your apartment is nice. Okay. I like your hair. Okay. Like, they're not going to look at you. They'll tell your friend that they like your hair. Alright, so there's been a visible increase in your status. There's been a visible change in your demeanor as well. They can tell the same person is in there. The person that sees through their shit is in there. But you've changed. You've changed your methods and you've changed your language. You've changed your smile. Something about your smile is brighter. Like, so they know it. And it's more of a acceptance. Like, these ungraceful people, seeing you, they feel the grace now. Like, they're overwhelmed by the grace that now it's affecting them. Before it's like, oh, this is the new kid, fuck me and all that. Now it's like, how you doing? Like, they're not gonna say nothing. But here and there, sometimes they feel envy, but they have more of this inclination to be like, you know something that they don't. Like, they're accepting that. Some of them don't want to, but they have to. Like, physically, they accept it. Like, there's some level of submission that your change has forced them into. And they're getting information on you, so be careful. Alright, pile 1, this is what I'm seeing for you. I love you. I'll see you guys later, right? Bye. Pile 2, this is going to be your reading here for how did your coworkers see you then, and how do they see you now, alright? So let's get right into it. Queen of Pentacles, very homely, very kind. Maybe you've cooked for the workplace. Let's see what's going on with. Pile 2. 9 of Cups. They seem someone happy. 4 Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Tower, the 8 of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Okay, you may be a Pisces or Earth sign. Okay, what I'm seeing here is you were someone very grounded. Maybe they saw you as someone very to yourself, very smug in the beginning. Maybe like you were overprotective over yourself. Maybe you didn't let people in. Eventually they did warm up to you. You gave people always a choice of how to handle you and how to treat you. You gave them a choice. What you did was you played your field, you stayed to yourself, you kept your head down and you worked hard, and you seemed very closed off to people. And you gave people the choice. Meaning, whether you verbalized it or not, it doesn't matter, but basically everyone you met, you were cordial with them, but you gave them the choice. Do they want to come closer to you or not? Because you were observing everyone. You actually did have emotions. Like, you gave enough concern to where you were emotionally available to your coworkers. They didn't notice, but I noticed. Alright? You had enough intention to give them attention. You were giving them attention. They didn't notice it because it was very subtle, but you were noting their likes, their dislikes, their energy. You were very aware of who they were, how they are. You were keen about it. You cared. You didn't show it. But when they would open up to you, you would also open up to them. Like, of the ones you did. I'm seeing there may have been like a whirlwind romance in the workplace before, and it could have ended badly. That could have been the highlight of this job for you, but I'm seeing you raise the ranks in the job despite the breakup or despite the circumstance. Or if it wasn't a romance, it could have also been you had a best friend. Like, one of the coworkers became your best friend, and something happened where that wasn't your friend anymore, or they had to leave the job, and that was rough for you. But I'm seeing you came out the other side very good. You really elevated yourself in this workplace. You're at a level of mastery now. This is still the past, but bear with me here. What I feel like is you always gave people the chance to get to know you. You gave them a fair chance also. You may have had this demeanor where you're stable and to yourself, and, you know, maybe you expressed yourself very little, but you were taking in the whole experience. I'm seeing you were very cognizant of it, but you just wanted to be safe, and you didn't mind if you had to play a little politics to stay safe, because you were just looking for your best interest, and that's what happened. And I'm seeing you were able to really change. You were able to really open up more in general, and you were able to understand your wealth equation better through having this job. You know, maybe it was your first serious job, or the first job that you put more of your skills to use, or your first job where you actually rose the ranks or were noticed for how well you worked, your work ethic, right? Okay, that's how they saw you then. Let's see how they see you now. How do they see him now? Coworkers. How do Pile 2's coworkers see them now? Ace of Cups. They feel like you're looking for love. Huh? Justice. The Hermit. Death. King of Cups. Eight of Wands. Okay. And the bottom, the Sun. Wheel of Fortune. They feel like you are the eligible bachelor or bachelorette now. You could be a Libra or Leo here. Some of you. You are coming into financial abundance. People see this. People know that you're single. You may be single right now. People know it. Your singlehood is ending. People think, right? They feel like you have a lot of love to give. You have a lot of sex to give. They feel like you're very attractive. You're traveling right now. People have proof that you're traveling right now. People want to rush in to fix your problems. If you have any problems, they don't really see any problems, but people want to rush in to help your problems. If you're anxious about something, people want to know. Oh, what's wrong? Right? Like, people want to know, right? They feel like life is being very fair with you right now. They hope something's wrong with you so that they can come and fix it. Like, you're getting a lot of attention from the opposite sex because they feel like you've elevated, especially your coworkers, right? The opposites. They feel like you've elevated in status. You've changed. Maybe a big part of your personality has changed. Maybe they're seeing you're healthier now, you know? Tell me about your appearance. As well as some kind of emotional output. Before, maybe they feel like you didn't really express. Now I feel like you're openly expressing a lot. You're still keeping inside you're not making your intimacy readily available, but you're vibrating happier and it's reaching the people. Like, your old coworkers can feel through your energy, through even social media posts, that, oh, you're doing good. Somehow their vibe from your post or your photo or your comment is making them happy. It's cheering them up to hear from you. Because they always saw you as very quiet, you know. But now they're like, whoa, what do you got? You know, it's like they feel like you have a lot to share. People want to build something with you. Your old coworkers are like looking at you like you're a feast. Like, they want to eat you up because they want to make love to you. Like, your coworkers are like, they're really curious about you. They want to know how different your life is now. They feel like you let go of a lot of baggage. Maybe before, something about your aura is like you have a chip on your shoulder, right? Or like a stick up your ass, you know, some people say. Chip on your shoulder means like you're holding a grudge, right? Stick up your ass just means you're being mean for no reason or for cheap, right? So it's like, you know, they're liking the growth. They see it from your attitude. Something about you feels more peaceful now, and they want to marry you. And if they can't marry you, they at least want to sleep with you, something like that, or travel with you. They want to spend more time with you now. But I feel like they don't know what's on the inside of your life now, so it's kind of difficult to approach you. But they know that they misjudged you. They know that now that you're more friendly than they thought. And they get that vibe now. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Pile 2. I love you. I'll see you on the next one, right, guys? Bye. Pile 3. This is going to be your reading here for how did your coworkers see then? How do they see you now, alright? So let's go. Let's see. Pile 3. How do they see them then? How do Pile 3's coworkers see them then? The Lovers, the Hangman, the Knight of Cups, the Devil, the Justice, King of Pentacles upright, Page of Wands. I feel like your coworkers like seen you as like a major flirt. They feel like maybe you take your frustration out on them, like sexually. They feel like you were very abundant. Maybe they feel like you were very showing off or very selfish in some ways. Maybe they feel like you were like openly a player. Can I say that? Your coworkers, Pile 3, they saw you as openly being a player. You could be a Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Pisces. They see you as very romantic, but they felt like your life was stuck in some way. Maybe they felt like you were taking revenge on your previous relationships. They had that energy to them. They felt like maybe, okay, let's say you have a lot of coworkers of the opposite sex, right? They just felt like a rebound because of your methods, because of how maybe they knew that you of your previous relationship, and then after it ended, oh, you're like, oh, hey Shanice, hey Ashley, like all of a sudden you never say hi to them. The week your girlfriend breaks up with you, or you break up with your girlfriend, oh, hey Shanice, hey Ashley, right? Like so that rubbed them the wrong way, right? So I'm seeing when you were emotionally available to them, you were honest. But they couldn't take it serious because they felt like maybe it was too strong or too quick or like something like that. But your coworkers seen you as a very fair person. They don't have any evidence of you being crooked or anything, but they just felt like pressured by your good looks and that your status, you have a lot of money, right? They know that you have a lot of money or you have a lot of success. They felt pressured. So maybe some of them accepted your advances, some of them didn't. But none can deny you were nice with it. You were nice with it, right? Like they liked your moves, they liked your style, but something about your energy made them feel that you weren't fully emotionally available towards them. And this kind of put them off, so they would play games. They would maybe over test you when there's nobody to fucking test you, but they did, right? Let's see this. Yeah, it was always like a standstill type of thing. So people felt like you took your emotional problems out on the workplace in some way, and it was kind of reflecting in your mood. They thought like, oh, maybe you're just here just to hit on chicks or hit on dudes, right? Some of your coworkers felt this way, right? They may have also felt that you have addictions. Other than that, you know, maybe you came to work chopped, you know, on liquor or weed. Some of them just feel like you just came to fuck. Like some people just felt like that because I don't know, like maybe you had a very sexual vibe, so they felt like that. Okay, let's see what they think of you now, right? I apologize. That was like the most superficial one of the 3 piles, but the message is the message, right? I can't really do anything about that. Let's see. What is I mean, that's how they thought of you, right? It's not my fault. Alright, so how do Pile 3's coworkers see you then? I mean, see you now. That was then. How about now? The 7 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Okay, King of Swords on the bottom. Okay, your coworkers realize you're way more of a serious person than they gave you credit for. I feel like they see you looking for love that you still haven't found, but they can tell now that you're serious about it. They know that you have a lot of options, but they know that you're still looking. And they know also that they had misconceptions over your love. They felt like you were confused, but the thing is you were just looking, and you were serious about looking, right? They know now that you may be dealing with 2 different people in your life in particular. You may have a very serious 2 to 3 different people, and it's a very serious choice, and you're taking it serious. You're not trying to rush things, but you're open to new love. I don't think that you want to be tied down to those 3 options either. You're like still like someone that you just know how attractive you are, so you're taking it serious. You know that people are after you for your looks. You know that people are after you for your money. So you're being very careful. You're not going to rush into this. I'm seeing that you are taking it slow. You're spending equal time with your dates. You're trying to see who's the best fit for you in a practical manner. Sometimes you end up breadcrumbing people, whether it's with your time or emotionally, but it's because you're protecting your heart space. You don't want to express too much too quickly, but it is you definitely that's looking for a fulfilled marriage. And you're taking your time to do it. You have some shadow work that you're working through right now, and you want to stop overthinking because you've learned how to become more lucky. You've learned how to direct your luck. You have better control over it, and you have better wisdom about manifesting your life. So you're taking this decision very serious. You're trying to mitigate overthinking as much as possible. You still struggle with that here and there. The coworkers see it, I see it here. You still struggle with that over there because like you have so many options that you can't make a choice. Am I making sense? So that's what you're trying to slow down and structure your approach to relationships, structure your approach to dating, structuring your approach to giving. Giving more than anything, because we're giving all these other things. We're giving our time, we're giving our attention, affection, your awareness. You're giving everything you're investing everything to share your life, right? So you're paying attention to that quality most. And people notice that you're leaving away confusions. You're leaving away people that don't make sense. You're leaving away situations that don't make sense. The jobs that don't make sense. People that just don't fucking make anything new. And you've been making new things. You've been making new moves since they met you. And you're still doing that today. Alright, Pile 3, I love you. I'll see you guys on the next one, right? Bye. Hi, Pile 4. This is going to be a reading here for then and now. How did your coworkers see you then? How do they see you now? Let's get right into it. Pile 4. How did Pile 4's coworkers see them then? Two of Swords, King of Pentacles, Judgment, the Emperor, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Cups. Ace of Cups on the bottom, Three of Cups. Okay, your co-workers saw you as a decision maker. Maybe you're the boss. You were the boss or you were the leader. Pile 4, Emperor. Okay, these could be your employees. If you are a manager or director or boss of your situation or leader of your organization, these are your employees, right? But coworkers in general. Maybe you also work with them, so it's like coworkers, right? They seen you as the one who made decisions. You get the final say. You were the one that gives the money. They saw you as someone very elegant, serious, self-sufficient. You're not one of those... You're not like a boss, right? You were a leader. You were even beyond a boss, meaning you weren't bossy. Any task you give your coworkers or your colleagues is something you can also do. So you also showed them how it's done. You also trained them, okay? So no one could fuck with you, right? They gave you respect, a lot of respect in this situation. I'm seeing when people had to leave the workplace, you did feel like you made them feel so welcome, and during their severance also, you made them feel good, You let them go with grace. You trained them with grace, you let them go with grace. They have a very high opinion of you. Your coworkers loved you. They loved the decisions you made. Sometimes they would go back and forth with you with some arguments here and there, but ultimately they've seen that you always made wise decisions. You're a very emotionally available person. You could be a family man, a family woman. You could have kids or a family that you take care of. If you don't have children exactly, maybe take care of your parents or your extended family. You're very family oriented is what I mean. You also were to ask them also, how's your family? What's going on? You were involved in your employees' lives, and they very cherish that. I see some of your coworkers even prayed for you, that you're such a kind person. You're very serious. On the job, you're very serious, but they just loved your presence so much, They felt like you are very honest. And being around you helped them get their life in order, You're a very inspiring leader. You're someone who opened their mind, you changed their life. There's a lot of assholes out there, bosses that they don't inspire you, they don't change you, they're just, get to work. How much money you got, right? They're really stick up their ass kind of people, right? And bosses gotta be like that sometimes. But what I'm seeing from you is that every situation that you sat with these people was like a life lesson. They love that. That's like the best kind of boss to have, honestly. It was a complete asset to work for you with the Justice Guard. It's like you could be in a high government position. Okay? Judgments. You may be awaiting a judgment. You could be a judge, court officer, or a police officer. Okay, let's see what you got. How do they see it now? Pile 4. How do they see my pile 4 now, the coworkers? Six of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 5 of Wands, the Tower, 2 of Wands, 5 of Swords. I'm seeing you may have left this place. You may have retired, or there was a big dispute which you felt you should resign. Maybe you left that position a long time ago. You left it in the past. Maybe you left it in June or March, I'm seeing. For some of you, April. I feel like there was a big dispute here. Maybe you felt the organization was very corrupt. You felt like, oh, I'm not dealing with this bullshit no more. Maybe corporate ended up changing a lot of the structure and you disagree with the new protocol. Maybe it was like you noticed that the corruption is not going away. So you took yourself out of there, to preserve your own dignity and to preserve your means. Like, you want to earn money in a good way. So I feel like you took a step out. I've seen the company suffered without you. After you left, things over there broke down. There's a lot of other people working, a lot of underqualified people working there now. People miss you. Your old coworkers miss you now. They're really suffering. Maybe they've told you this. I'm seeing they have. I'm seeing some of them reached out to you like, yo, boss, we need you back, man. This is not good. This is not happening. This is not happening, right? This is not good. There's a lot of instability between management there. So your coworkers are pissed at you because you left. You left. You're off to sunset. You're building your new home. I'm seeing you're building a home. You're organizing like a new property. It's like your old job is the last thing on your mind. You're just doing your new thing. You're sipping a lemonade. You're drinking a ginger ale, right? You don't give a shit. Like, you're like, it's behind you. And deep inside, oh, you were the asset there, back there. But you've moved on. You've moved on. And a part of you encourages your coworkers, or your employees rather, your old employees, to do the same. People are feeling like you just left the drama behind. You weren't going to take it. People may know you from church, or your program. If you go to the masjid, the church, or the temple, people know you from there. Or they see you in the community, right? They know you're living your life, but they're like, champ, we need you back. This is not right. You can't do this to us. They're feeling very victimized by the new management. That's what I'm seeing here, pile 4. They wish you came back, 2 of Wands. They're wishing upon a star. But you have your toes deep in something new. You're not coming back. Alright, pile 4, they see you as very happy that you've retired, right? But they miss you, alright? I love you. I'll see you guys on the next one. Pick a pod.com, of chalices.net. Like the video if you liked it. I'll see you later, guys.